Okay, so part two of my MS story. Um, what I just been talking about is that my neurologist had been kind of telling me that he was thinking I had something called transverse myelitis because I was feeling better. He was thinking that it was a clinically isolated event, so he wasn't going to do any further treatment. He had offered me around the steroids to, the IV steroids to help me. But because I was feeling better, I really didn't want to do that. And it did resolve itself. So I was feeling great. Everything had gone away. This had been months, but it did spontaneously improve. So I went about my life. And then on February 10th of just this year, I'd had a viral infection for about 6 weeks, I want to say. And I'd also had some pretty stressful things going on in my personal life, stressful things going on at work. So I don't know if it was the viral infection, because I've heard that that can affect your MS, and stress, of course. I got home from work and I was changing from my work clothes into my mommy uniform, as I call it, after work. And pardon my voice, by the way, I have another cold. I seem to catch everything these days. And all of a sudden, from my fingertips to my elbows just went numb, tingling, burning. And I thought, not again. I knew the feeling. It was exactly the same as last time. It's a feeling you never forget. And I thought, not again. This wasn't supposed to happen again. I had my life back. I was feeling great. So I put it off, of course, for a couple of days, thinking it'll just go away. It's a pinched nerve, in both arms, hands at the same time. So I waited to see what would happen, and this was a Wednesday, and by Saturday it had traveled, up both arms, down both legs, both feet. The banding came back. The difference this time was that everything was more severe to a degree that's, tough to describe. The hug was so fierce that sometimes it felt like the life was just being squeezed out of me. It was tough to grasp a pen. Typing was almost impossible. Walking from the sofa to the kitchen to get a drink of water was tough. Changing a diaper, almost impossible. It was just progressing so quickly this time. I was calling into work. It just wasn't like the last time. So I knew, I had to get in to see the doctor. So he sent me in for another, MRI of the cervical spine, the brain. The same lesions were on the spine, but this time the brain had 2 large lesions, and it was, they didn't even give us a count, but, we got the CD with the spots everywhere. I mean, what we could see, there were, 15 to 20, 25, I mean, it was just loaded. So just in a year's time, it went from nothing on the brain to what MS Girl had once said in her MS rant, which is one of my favorite videos ever. It looked like some Swiss cheese. So, a lot of activity had happened in a year. So I could see visually why I was feeling so differently this time. So, he put me on the IV steroids right away. He wanted to do another lumbar puncture before he diagnosed me. And here we are today. Now everything's official, and here I am. I'm going to be starting on rebith as soon as they get all the insurance worked out. That's what I'm going to be starting on, so I'm ready to go. Just working out now who I'm going going to be telling of my, I've started, telling friends, coworkers, obviously, or I wouldn't be broadcasting this on YouTube. It's nothing I'm going to keep a secret. I feel like if I keep it a secret, then it seems like something I'm ashamed of, embarrassed about, and I'm not. So I'm keeping it positive as much as I can. I have my bad days, don't get me wrong. Some days I cry all day, and I think it's okay, and I'm letting myself do it. But for the most part, I'm trying to stay positive, and that seems to really be helping me. And again, your videos have helped me more than I really can express. Thank you. So again, I'm probably rambling because it's, I don't know, 4:30 in the morning. I started a new drug for fatigue, so I'm up at 4:30 in the morning while my husband's sleeping like a baby, and the babies are sleeping like babies, and I probably look like a used dish rag because it's 4:30 in the morning and I should be sleeping. But thank you for listening, anyone who's listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.